Oh man, oh man. I swear this trip brought out the ancestral Caucasoids out of me. I don't normally use suntan, but clearly I got burnt up. But it's cool. What it sound like? It's your man Passport Rav. Um, I brought camera equipment and everything with me on this trip for my birthday trip. And I didn't even really film much. Wanted to shoot a video. It's just like, whatever. Didn't happen, but it's cool. So I said, you know what? Let me create some content while I'm out here. Something's on my mind. Passport Bros. It's very interesting. So every time I search my name now, I see something coming up with this whole Passport Bros thing. And met some dope women out here on this trip from the States. Mind you, I am in Cartagena, Colombia for the B-Day. You know what I mean? B-Day trip. It's my first time traveling in like 2 years. Pandemic just, yeah, they coming back with that stuff, so whatever. Anyways, every time I search my name, these Passport Bros come up. Anyone who knows me knows I've been going by the moniker Passport Rav for a strong 8 years. So way before Passport Bro, been calling myself Passport, been traveling and seeing the benefits and preaching that in my music for the small following I have, preaching that in my music for black people especially, to travel and see what's out here to offer outside of the demonic states of America. I like that. That's freestyle right there. But so met some chicks out here that were having discussions, black women. Of course, I'm like the minority, the only black dude with these women that I met, and outnumbered, of course. But I'm just listening, observing, and just seeing like the shade that's going towards the black or the Passport Bros, which is mainly black dudes getting their passport, doing what the hell I've been saying to do, get your passport, go see the world, see what's out here. But I think for them, they're mostly talking about like women and comparing American women to the women in different countries. Now, for me, I did notice differences on my journey. I never really said like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go to a different country and find a wife. I mean, sometimes that comes up. I love Brooklyn, but it sometimes comes up. But I never, like South Africa, London, Portugal, these places I've been, islands and stuff like that. I guess if I was to say the reasons of why I would say to move and leave America, women would probably be on the bottom of the list. It would be on the list, but not the top reason. But now all this Passport Bros slander going on, I'm like, damn, this shit might affect my name. I might think I'm some sort of passport bro. It's like, man, black men are the most hated human in history, period. No one hates a human more than the way people hate black men. We can't even up and want to leave a racist ass place like United States of America and try and find some sort of hope or start a life somewhere else without getting slandered. I saw this one chick that I follow, who I figured was half ignorant, half fake black, whatever. And she reposted this one dude who's in Brazil. I followed him, I subscribed to him and watched his stuff. And the whole mishap with that, I forget his name, I don't remember his channel, but he's a black dude in Brazil, comes up under Passport Bro. Black dude in Brazil, and what's happening is the language barrier and his vlogging is getting him in trouble in Brazil. So in language, things don't always translate the same. You know what I mean? So it's like the way we use words in English and slang. For me, I truly doubt that this dude was trying to slander anybody in Brazil. Brazil is not a place you play with. That is not a place to play with. Or like, yeah, like it's well known for the crime, well known. I mean, you're in a different country, a different continent, I don't think that man went out to Brazil by himself to slander any Brazilians, because that's just suicide. I think there was a misunderstanding with this dude talking about the comparison of black American women and black or just Brazilian women in Brazil, and trying to give inspiration for people to just leave the country. And Brazil is just one example where it's the second largest black place in the world outside of Africa. He's inspiring people to go see the rest of your distant cousins and distant people and potential wives and potential people from a different culture, because we're brainwashed in America, totally brainwashed. It's ugly in America, the dating scene. And I think there was a misunderstanding with what his intentions were and the questions he would ask random Brazilian women and how it came across, maybe how it's translated or whatever. But he sounds like he's in trouble, you know. He's talking about, like, you know, it's dangerous for him and this, that, and the other. And of course, a black woman reposts that video and basically saying, kind of like, your life's in danger now because you want to go see about other women in different countries. And I'm like, man, like, it's so ugly and disgusting. No other race will throw their man under the bus like the way black people does. It's a fact. I've never seen anything like this in any other race. White people don't do it, Indian people don't do it, Asian people don't do it, Latino people don't do it. I've never seen any other race where the women are so quick and ready to throw their man under the bus, even if a man is dead, even if a man is in danger because of a mistake. Like, niggas can't make mistakes. And yeah, I think that compelled me to want to do this video, because I'm just like, it's really sad. The word sad doesn't even describe, it's not even a powerful enough word to describe the state of black affairs around the world. But anyways, I think the purpose of me and my passport, why I rep that passport thing so hard, is because I just find that America is a child that will never give up its immature ways. It's forever going to play this game of deceit. I truly doubt America will ever give black people its proper reparations for all the disgusting atrocities that have happened throughout the years, past slavery. Move past slavery. I'm not even talking about slavery. Beyond slavery, the atrocities and disgusting acts that that country has committed against their indigenous melanated people. You know, I'm in that country because I was born there, and I appreciate my privilege to have an American passport. I recognize my privilege to work in white corporations and to be able to make American dollars. But it's a capitalistic place that should be used as it is, just like a job. It's a country. It is a business, that country, and it should be used to go elsewhere. Go where you're respected and go where you're loved. Now, so Passport Bros mainly talk about going to different countries for women. For me, I'm in Cartagena, Colombia. This is my 21st country I've been to. Might be 22nd, I don't know, but I'm in my 20s. And it just reminds me that every time I travel, first of all, the quality of food, it's literally, I can't explain why it's so different. I mean, it's very simple, chemicals. America's trying to kill you, literally trying to kill you every which way possible. They want to depopulate. The things that they do in America are illegal in other countries. I've been eating fried fish, burgers, French fries, pasta every day, rice every day, papas fritas con arroz every day. And I've already lost weight. I feel smaller, I feel lighter. I'm working out while I'm out here, but I'm eating bread. I'm eating the same things that I eat in America. I'm eating in Colombia, and I feel different. I just feel I feel like I lost weight. I swear, I promise I could go on the scale right now, and I'm almost certain I've probably lost 3 pounds or something while I'm out here, and I'm eating more than what I normally eat in America. So quality of food is one aspect, which is major because food is clearly killing us in America more than anything else. And you conspiracists out there that believe everything that Caucasoids tell you. Um, yeah, the food. I'm not. Before I even get to the women, I'm gonna break down all the reasons why I've been preaching to get out of that country when you can, when you get your wealth up, and if you can. You get more respect. Now, I don't think it's because I'm black, because Latin America, or at least Latins in America, are definitely just as racist as white supremacists. But when you're out here, I think that it's just a dollar thing. They just see that like you come from a more quote unquote civilized place. They see that you're American. They see, they just look at you as a dollar sign. So I don't feel any type of racism out here, more so. And Colombia is mad black. It's mad black people from Peru, Ecuador, all sorts of things. Look straight African, look straight Jamaican, but speak only Spanish. So in that sense, the treatment is a bit better, in my opinion. I mean, it's also a hassle. It's just different. It's like, as soon as I walk out my hotel, they're gonna be taxi, taxi, food, da 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 da. They're selling everything. They're selling everything out here. And pardon me, it's a hassle. It's a hustle. Definitely a hustle and bustle place. It's kind of gets annoying. It's a lot, but cost of living's way cheaper. Some older dude was telling me he bought first time he came here, he bought a property, 3-bedroom for $60,000 and never looked back. And yeah, you could just come out here and thrive. The inflation in America is insane. And for my people, my foreigners that think because I'm American and I make good money on paper, it looks good. The cost of living, listen, I'm barely making enough to save anything. Like, if it wasn't for my music, my other businesses, I'd really be just breaking even every month. And I have a pretty good job. So you stack up bread, you could come out to a different country and buy a property and get away from that hellhole. So food, cost of living, yeah, just quality of life. People it's just more real to me out here in different countries, and like a bit more, I don't even know what I'm thinking right now. But yeah, just the treatment is better, quality of life is better. Now, if we want to talk about dating and the women, it is more balanced. Now, another thing I experienced out here, again, I said I hung out with some dope black women, successful, typical black women. Now, when I say typical black women, I'm talking about got their stuff together, income, property, like living a good life, right? Because black women are absolutely killing it right now. So I find one that I'm taking a liking to, met her in the airport, we staying in the same area, we was cool, this, that, and the other. And the more I'm getting closer to her, I'm just like, okay, you're really typical. You're really just like, you make money, so you want a man that's making your type of money or more. And it's really just about money. And even when I brought up, because at this point, at my age, I'm not like just out here trying to smash. It's like I am, but that's not it. It's like I need a connection. I would love a life partner. So I'm upfront, like, what do you think about polygamy? What do you think about monogamy versus polygamy and this, that, and the other? And for her, she's like, oh, I would never, unless he's rich enough to afford it or afford me. And I just keep hearing that from my other female friends, from this woman. It's like, everything is about money. So if we're turning relationships into a monetization thing, if we're turning relationships into an economical thing, any smart person is going to go where they can get more of their money. Don't make something that's precious and should be spiritual, that should be about family, that should be about building a future, and turn it into who got the biggest dollar. Because now black men are going to a country where their American dollar, they can, I can, the amount of money I spent on courting this broad and just doing things, going places. We went on an island tour together with her and her friends. I'm buying drinks and I don't want to look like a douche, a dick, so I'm like buying her friends drinks and not asking for, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, where's your money for your drink? Like all this shit. And it's cool, it's not crazy expensive, but it's still like, I spent more money on this broad that I didn't smash than like what a prostitute would charge out here. And you could live like a king out here when it comes to sex. So if we're gonna make relationships into money, men will just leave the country. Black men, and there's not even enough black men in the country as it is. We're gonna keep pushing black men away until there ain't gonna be none left in America. And I mean, that's not the case. Clearly, it's far from it, because most black men aren't traveling. I mean, yeah, most black people aren't traveling like that, getting their passports seen us outside of the world. Because if they did, it would still definitely look different. Because when you come back to America after witnessing things like this, seeing how life, I feel like I'll be wasting my time in America. I mean, it's like for my rap career, I appreciate being in New York again. I appreciate being a privileged American in certain aspects. But yeah, we just have to look at what's happening and stop being emotional. I also do think there's some sort of machine or something that's tearing down any type of black people that do something. Passport Bros, the black conscious community, Tariq Nasheed, Dr. Umar, it's like there's somebody tearing it down, because we can't all be fuck ups. We can't all be having some devious plan and like all be evil. Like there's something happening to put these, especially when it's foundational and it's like from the ground up things where it's no white company supporting it, always trying to tear us down. And yeah, I think it's way deeper than just, it's just like it's way deeper than the hate. But anyways, it's like not thinking logically. It's like, if you move to a different country, you have to learn a different language. Like why would somebody want to go through all of that? And you can't say it's just for some pussy. Don't say it's something for something simple. It's just pussy. Stop being so simple-minded, people. God damn. Like, you have to learn a new language. You have to learn a new culture. It's dangerous. Why would they risk all of that? You think it's just for women? No, it's way deeper than that. It's how we're treated. It's the cost of living. It's the quality of life. And it's the women, of course. Because that's all a part of life. Any masculine man wants some feminine energy in their life. We're tired of being tough. We want feminine. We want someone to be soft for us. We gotta be tough all day. We gotta protect ourselves all day, every day. And we want soft, feminine women that's not trying to fight us. So we fight every day. And yeah, it's like, it's way deeper than just some pussy. Black men want a better quality life and want to be treated better, want to be treated like men. And of course, the American dollar stretches more here, so you can't live like a king out here. Now, I will say I understand that in countries like this, South America especially, a lot of women in other countries, period, I don't know if it's a rights thing, but it's very traditional. Whereas men are breadwinners, women, for the most part, like, you gotta be on some street shit to like make money out here, real money, type of real money. So it's like the power kinda is in the man. And I'm sure that comes with some toxic shit. But I will say, people out here seem more happy, and black people are the least married people in the entire world. So I just think we need to look at other cultures and see what they're doing right and what we're doing wrong, because for the last 50 some odd years, we've been spiraling down when it comes to relationships, building foundations, family, and yeah. So that's my whole thing with this whole Passport Bros thing. So I see everybody just slandering Passport Bros. I'm seeing like I'm hearing about social media platforms trying to like take away their content. I'm like, yo, there's really, yeah, I don't know, like, how does it feel to be the most hated race in the world, black people, and especially black men? How does it feel to be the most hated? Because I'm like, man, like we just want to be happy. Just like, no, you can't be happy. You need to stay your ass in America. Like, listen, my goal one day, I definitely want to at least spend a long period of times in a different country and see. I can't transition on to a different realm knowing that I didn't even live outside of America. And I've been preaching this. This ain't no jumping on no bandwagon shit. I've been on this. Anybody who listens to my music been knowing that I've been talking about this. It's just crazy that it's trending right now. So yeah, that's my thought on this passport bro shit. Shout out to South America, Colombia, Cartagena, all the dope people I met out here. It's been a fabulous trip. Short, it was stressful, but we made it. I'm about to pack my stuff, head back home, back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity. But yeah, peace, y'all.